How you doing, YouTube? This is Gunner Restarting 67 bringing you another YouTube video. Today's YouTube video is going to be over, will the new gold-backed BRICS currency be redeemable in physical gold to the average citizen? Let's go ahead and get into it, YouTube. All right. The reason why I'm going over this topic is because I got a question from yesterday's video in regards to the announcement of the future BRICS gold-backed currency that's going to be announced at the BRICS Summit in Cape Town, South Africa in August. So I'm just going to go ahead and read this comment, and then I'm going to try to answer it really quickly. This comment comes from Mr. Nelson. Mr. Nelson is a Facebook readiness and prepper channel creator and owner. So I'm just going to read his comment verbatim. A gold-backed currency could mean many things, whether it is redeemable for gold or is backed merely by political assertion of the underlying asset will make a difference. Also could be backed with a basket of commodities for which gold is one. So John, I agree with you completely on both of those points. I personally think that it is more of a smart move for, if BRICS is going to actually go through with this, for them to have it based as a commodity, a basket of commodities, oil, gold, other silver, other precious earth metals. That way, if there's an issue with one of those commodities, then they can go ahead and stopgap it with another one, i.e. oil. Also, too, though, I think you're spot on when it comes to the political assertion of a gold-backed currency. If you go ahead and look at Zimbabwe right now, Zimbabwe since the early 2000s has been going through a currency crisis, and they've been suffering hyperinflation. My wife is South African, so I am very aware of the things that are happening in Zimbabwe, because they directly reflect or affect their neighbors in the sub-Sahara continent, like South Africa. But Zimbabwe at the beginning of this year announced that they were going to create a gold-backed crypto token, and then they released it in May. And if you read the Zimbabwean government's all of their official release about this gold-backed crypto token, it states that this gold-backed crypto token is meant to stabilize the Zimbabwean currency, the Zimbabwean economy. So in other words, it's going to try to stabilize the Zimbabwean government. I didn't see anything in there that said anything about Zimbabwean citizens or foreigners being able to exchange that gold-backed crypto token for physical gold. It had everything from person-to-person transfer. It had everything for you paying physical gold for your token or with other currencies. But it didn't mention anything about that gold-backed crypto token being redeemable to gold. And what I think, this is just speculation on my part. I haven't read or heard anything about this officially from the Zimbabwean government, but the Zimbabwean government isn't going to do that. It is a way for them to collect as much gold as possible to create more confidence in their currency and to do exactly what they said, stabilize their economy and stabilize their currency. I think that once a government has a monopoly on the gold holdings for a specific area, then that makes them that much more powerful, and it's harder to be free, because you have no real money outside of other precious earth metals like silver. I'm more prone to silver, but it makes it really hard. So, and other countries have done this. I mean, you look at the United States. The United States did exactly what Zimbabwe is doing right now. The United States in 1933, it's usually talked as a gold confiscation, and really it wasn't a gold confiscation here in the United States. It was more nationalization of gold, because the federal government did pay individual Americans for their gold, but they had to pay for it from threat of imprisonment if they didn't. So, you know, that's a debate for another time, but they still paid them. In my opinion, it was below fair market value, and the U.S. did that because they were going through the Great Depression. So you had a lot of unemployment, a lot of banks were going under, you had businesses were going under. So at the time, FDR needed to kickstart the economy, and then also he needed a way to pay for his New Deal program. And of course, if y'all didn't know, the New Deal program was a way to kickstart the American economy by setting up social programs, by creating work projects, and creating infrastructure which generated those jobs. And the way he paid for it was the nationalization / confiscation of Americans' gold. So now, after all of that, I think that the BRICS, the supposed new BRICS gold-backed currency, will be on the same level. You will have countries that BRICS countries will do business in, and commodities and this currency and gold. They will pay governments and countries gold, but they will not allow individuals to redeem that currency for gold. And again, like Mr. Nelson said, that announcing, hey, I've got a gold-backed currency, automatically gives you clout. It brings interest, and it makes all the other currencies that are fiat based less desirable. So you're going to have a lot more money pumped into that specific currency, and it is going to make them very formidable. It definitely is going to give the US dollar a run for its money over the next couple years, if this happens. Hopefully, John, this answered your question, at least part of your question. I do believe that this new BRICS currency that is supposedly going to be backed by gold is going to come about. But I do not believe that you will be able to redeem it for physical gold. So yeah, I look forward to the comments on this video and about this. Please go ahead if you disagree with me, if you agree, if you got things to add, if I messed something up, if I was wrong about it, please go ahead and leave it in the comments below. If you like this content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like this video, and this is gonna restart in 67. I'm out.